स्वागतं सुस्वागतम्. Whether we work with the intellect in Jnana Yoga or willpower in Raja Yoga, emotions in Bhakti Yoga, all these have to manifest in our day-to-day activities. That is the Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga says that you can convert every action into a yoga. How is it ever possible? Sitting, standing, eating, drinking, everything can be yoga. Looks impossible. But Krishna Bhagavan says, yes, it's possible. What is that secret? By knowing which, we'll be able to convert every action into a yoga. That is the secret enshrined in the 18 verses that we selected and chanted today. First thing Krishna says is that we should understand ourselves as to how we do the action. Every one of us do our action in our own way. Look at the schematic. Some people are very lazy, drowsy, sleepy, and have a lot of resistance to think, resistance for action. And when they have to do some action, they put tremendous amount of energy. They waste so much of energy to do a small job. I'll give that example. To kill a small ant, you bring a big bulldozer. That is type of energy wastage. That is one way of doing the action. That is the grossest form of action. Another group of people, they are very sharp, intelligent, brilliant, dynamic, full of energy, vitality. And they are go-getters. They take up a job, they are sure to complete it. And they put all the energy, very efficient, good planning, monitoring, and achieving the result. And what is the motivation for them to act like that? Ambition. They are very ambitious people. I want to become a millionaire, a billionaire, a trillionaire. And I want to become a minister, a prime minister, an emperor of the whole world. Ambition. And they want to enjoy all sense pleasures. That is the motivation for them to work incessantly. They don't want to waste even a single moment. They even become workaholics. So, what is the limitation of such action for such people? Krishna says, Kriyate Bohalayasam. It brings a lot of fatigue. It develops tension, stresses, and a lot of misery, and rather than this modern ailments. Whereas asthma, diabetes, hypertension, heart problem, epilepsy, migraine, irritable bowel syndrome, all these belong to this category. The reason for this is the Adi. Adi is the root cause for all these modern NCDs, and that is because of the Rajas. In Sattva, you have all the good aspects of Rajas. They are also very brilliant, sharp, intelligent, dynamic, full of energy, vitality, everything. They are also go-getters. Once they take up the job, they work. But what is the motivation for them? Not for themselves. They become less and less selfish and want to contribute more and more to the society and work for the society, work for the country, work for the whole world to bring peace on earth and others. So always I think how I can help others, serve others, and contribute others more and more. And how I can go on reducing my wants, reducing my requirements. These are the features of Sattva, third category. So what is the role model of a person in Rajas? He having a huge bungalow, 30 floors. How many rooms? 50 rooms. Where? In the prime place, very dry. How many people in that house? 3 persons. Husband, wife, and one son. So that's the role model. What about the role model in the sattva? A dilapidated hut. Hardly they have clothes. One uttariya, this thing. Far away. And the jhopri in which he lives, maybe even raining. Simplest of the simple. That's a great example of Chanakya. Chanakya was such a kingmaker. You could have stayed in all the best of financial comforts. But where was the living? As you know, in the history, when he made Chandragupta as the king, his next job was to have a very good, efficient minister for Chandragupta. So he was searching. He understood that Amatya Rakshasa, who was the minister of Nanda, earlier king, is very good. He is very honest, very efficient, full of integrity, honesty, and dedicated and committed. And he was very committed to Nanda earlier. But the Nanda was a horrible king, full of adharma, therefore he had no choice. So he said, let me bring Amatya as the king, as the minister. So he sent words and feelers for Amatya Rakshasa to come and join the ministry. Then Amatya Rakshasa is very intelligent, he is very efficient, very brilliant, and a great, shrewd politician. He thought this Chanakya is very, very cunning and he is trying to use me for something else. So he was not accepting. After several days and weeks of effort, when nothing happened, and he said, okay, bring him to me. So he sent a few people, and Amatya Rakshasa was beckoned, and Amatya Rakshasa knew that this is the last day, because now he is going to finish it. And as he expected, he was slowly coming, the palace was there, and he is being taken further away from the palace. Then he thought, yes, you see. Then he asked the people, where are you taking me? We are taking him to Chanakya. Chanakya? Yes, sir. So they took him to Chanakya, all away from the palace, at the outskirts of the city. And when he looks at it, who is there? He was a dilapidated hutman. In front of it, Chanakya was sitting in a deep meditation, with two small clothes. Amatya Rakshasa said that he, the kingmaker, he would have been rolling in wealth with all the comforts and things of the financial comforts. But what has happened to him? He has chosen voluntary poverty. The simplicity is extreme. And Amatya was totally floored. Then when Chanakya gives him the counseling, Amatya Rakshasa accepts. This is role model of a sattva. So what has happened in the modern life? We are continuously in the name of development and development and development. We are increasing our wants, our increasing our standard of life in the sense that you are becoming more and more rich and more comforts. That is the Rajasic dimension. What is the result of that? We are seeing modern series. So what does Bhagavad Gita tell us? What does Karma Yoga mention? You have to raise to the sattva level. Shatter the tamas, control the rajas, and promote sattva. This is the beginning of Karma Yoga. So how do we do action? We all are permutation, combination of these three gunas. And it is sattva dimension that has to be promoted. So what is the goal? Sattva is to give and give and give. Contribute more and more to the society. Jivane yavat adanam syat pradhanam tadodhikam. Whatever we receive from the society, we should give more than that. That is the dimension of sattva. The more we give, less we take, we are on the path of ascent. That makes all people great. Rising from our normal level to become great human beings, what do we see? Your contribution to the society increases more and more. Imagine in a society, most people want to give and give and give. And they work for the society, work for the entire development of the country. Then how wonderful will be the society? Sattvic people increasing in the society is going to bring the society to ideal social orders. This is what Swami Vivekananda said. If you want to make India the role model, again the ideal, what should be done? It cannot be done by making India an economic superpower. India will not be made by making India a defense superpower. India will not be made. It will build big skyscraper buildings and industries and everything developed to the highest. When will India be made? Take India to its roots. What are the roots of India? Tyaga and Seva, renunciation and service are the twin ideas of India. And channelize India into this, all others are going to automatically come forth. So this is the sattvic dimension. The three features of sattva: dana, daya, dama. Dana is giving and giving and giving, sharing, sharing, sharing. Daya is compassion and love. Dama is control over the external senses. Less and less control over the senses. So these are the three dimensions we have to promote if you want to grow in the Karma Yoga. Then Krishna says this is not the end. You have to go beyond the gunas. Why should you go beyond the gunas? There are people who are doing good activities and they are doing sattvic action, but there can be a conflict. This is the conflict that Arjuna gets into. In the opening scenario of Bhagavad Gita, what do you see? Arjuna has come with all the determination to wage the war and win. And he asks Krishna, come on, let me see who are all those people who are supporting treacherous of a sinful Duryodhana. I want to see. So Krishna brings the chariot to the forefront. And whom does he see? As expected, all the 100 Kaurava brothers and their arch friend Karna. Everything expected. Then he turns here, it says Kula Guru Krupacharya. Then he turns here, he sees his own Guru, Dronacharya, light up there. And who is the commander? He is Vishwatamaha. Now he is totally bewildered. Should I kill all these people? My own people, my own teacher, my own Guru, and my Dronacharya whom I have been made as Arjuna by Dronacharya. I should kill them. For what? To win? To win the war? For what? To get the kingdom? For what? For getting all the comforts and other things? Yadrajya sukharobena hantum swajanam udyataha vayam. Shemanas. They have become so selfish. To get the comfort, to get the kingdom, to get the palatial comforts, everything, we are killing our own people, our own gurus and other people. So a big conflict arises. One side of the mind is telling, you are a Kshatriya, you have to wage the war, you have to perform your duty. Another side of his heart is coming and telling, no, Krishna, no, you cannot do that. So he cries literally to Krishna, Krishna, I can't wage the war. I can't throw my arrows. How can I do this? How can I do this? Katham Vishwam Ham Sankhe Dronanja Vatusudana Ishubhi Pratiyotsyami Pujarha Varisudana. They're worth of worship. Such people, how can I throw my arrow and bring pain on them? No, I can't do that. I can't do it. A big conflict between duty sense one side and other side humanitarian consideration, ethics and morality, compassion, love, sacrifice, renunciation. Which is better of the two? No? His heart says, yes, you have to renounce, you have to do the seva, you have to do the tyaga, that is the twin ideas. So go out, let them enjoy the kingdom, and let's go to the Himalayas. One side. Another side is saying, no, duty is important, duty is better. Which is better of the two? Both are sattvic, both are good. Which is better of the two? A big conflict. What is the result? Arjuna cannot stand in the chariot. And his big Gandiva he cannot hold. Gandhivum sransate hastat Tvakjaiva paridahyate Nacha shaknum yavasthatum Brahmati vajamevanaha. Krishna, I cannot do that. Gandiva comes down, he cannot even stand. And his mind is full of confusion, which is right. And what is it said? Ratho vasta upavishata. He just sits down in the chariot. It was then the work of Arjuna to solve this problem and bring him back to life. Such conflicts arise in all of our lives at some stage. When you become very brilliant, very sharp, very intelligent, and you have reached your things, you have got good pleasures, you have got good job and everything, and you start thinking, is it all to life? That I earn my living, I have good house, I have got good husband, I have got good children, and they are all getting settled nicely. But is it all to life? And one day I become old and one day I am going to die. Is there something to life? You start questioning the very objective and aim of life. Then you get confused. Similarly, there can be conflict between one ethics and another ethics. Both are good. Which is better of the two? Both are sattvic. A patient has come and he has got cancer diagnosed. But if oncologist knows, if we tell him that he has got cancer, he is a very nervous type of person, anxious person, and his cancer is going to aggravate, and as a result, then his surgery is not going to work. Therefore, what is to be done? If he tells the truth, then he is promoting violence, he is going to die. Therefore, whether he should tell an untruth and save his life, which is better of the two? Between ahimsa and satya, a conflict. And one duty and another duty. And the person is having a very nice house, his parents are all staying there, and he gets married. And a wife comes, and everything is going well. After about 6 months, 7 months, there is a conflict between the mother and the wife. The usual thing that happens in the house. Duty for the mother, duty for the wife. Which is better of the two? Wife says, no, I can't do that. And come on, let's go. And live separately. Mother says, no, I have to stay here. And is there a big conflict? One duty and another duty. Like that, different types of conflicts come. And very basis of ethics and morality. Why should you follow the 10 Commandments? The best of the intellectual students in Harvard University question the great person who was giving a beautiful lecture on 10 Commandments. Why should I follow these 10 Commandments? Why should I show my other teeth when somebody hits? Am I not being exploited? Why should I share my wealth which I have earned with such hard work? Because I want to enjoy. I have acquired the wealth by my hard work. Should I not enjoy? Why should I give to others? Questioning the very dana, daya, dhamma, everything. No, I should not do dana. Then you are going to make the other person very lazy. Let him work and do this thing. Intellectual comes. Questioning the very basis of ethics and morality. Similarly, questioning the very basis of duty. Why in the name of duty you are imposing? Do this, do this, do this, do this. We are the free birds in the society. We should have our own thing. When all such questions come, there are no answers. Kim karma kim karmeti kavayopyatra mohitaha tatte karma pravakshami yajnatva mokshase shubhat. So, Krishna says, when people get into these things, then even the best of the thinkers have no solution. In the world, there is no textbook which answers these things. It's only here in the Upanishads, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the Yoga law, that we have the answers. So what is to be done? What is not to be done? In such cases, you get confused. And Krishna says, I'm going to give you those secrets by knowing which you'll be able to solve such problems. What is the secret? He says, you have to go beyond the gunas. You know? Gunas themselves are bondages. Even the Sattva guna is a bondage. So you have to go beyond the gunas, that is gunatita sthiti. That's the next page in the schematic that you see. So, what is that element which you call as bondage? Even the good things. That is called attachment. Sangha. So what is the key essence of Karma Yoga? Asanga, asakti, unattached you must do the action. Even if you are doing a good action, but you are so much attached. I'm doing all this things for the country, working day and night, but India is not changing. Corruption is not going, scams are not reducing, and I'm getting tensed up and stressed up and get into heart problems, get into various things. It is attachment that brings the misery, that brings the tensions and stress. Whether we are attached to the good things and the bad things, both happen. Therefore, you have to reduce the attachment. So what Krishna says, the essence of Karma Yoga, Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma padeshu kadachana ma karma phalahe durkhu ma te sangostva karmani. Karmanyeva adhikarahate. You have right to perform your action. Ma phaleshu kadachana. Never do you have the right to get the result that you want. Ma karma phalahe durkhu. Therefore, don't get attached to the fruits of action. Don't work with a tremendous amount of attachment doing the action. Mate sanghastva karmani. At the same time, don't get attached to the tamas, he said. This is the essential feature of Karma Yoga. So what should be done? You have to do all actions unattached. Easily said and done. How is it ever possible to do this thing? And why don't I have the right to do the action to get the result that I want? So, this is the law. That you will do everything perfectly according to your thing, but the result may not be in your hands. For example, you have done very well in your examination, you have prepared very well, and you are expecting 98% marks, and therefore you are thinking, I'm going to join the medical thing, but you get only 87 marks. Similarly, you have invested good amount of money in some share, and suddenly there's a boom in the share, and overnight, all of my friends in California, South Africa, they became overnight rich, they become millionaires. They were never expected. Similarly, after a few years, whatever they invested, everything went down the drain. They become almost like bankrupts. So the result is not in your hands. You have chosen the best of the share, stock market, and then invested, but it collapsed. So with all the expectation you do with good planning, monitoring and everything, but still the result is not in your hands. So he says you have no right for the result. Why? The laws between the action and the result are very, very subtle. You don't understand. You don't know the law of the karma of the higher status. Okay, once you get the result, then again you have the freedom. You have the freedom to get completely depressed and get lost and the whole share market is down. This is what happened in most places. In Japan, I was there on those days, in Tokyo, and those days there was a large number of suicide. During that year, about 25,000 people committed suicide in Japan because there is a collapse of the economic crisis, share market. This is one reaction. But you also have the freedom, freedom to look at very objectively, take it. This is what Singaporeans did. Singapore, the Lukuan View said, it was the Prime Minister said, see, now we are in an economic crisis. Therefore he called all his cabinet ministers and said, from today onwards, my salary I was taking $800,000, I am going to reduce it only about $40,000. I will manage. So I seek similar sacrifice from others. All cabinet ministers came. Whatever is your requirement, minimum requirement you take, everybody did. And they called all the best of the business people in the country. And they said we have to conserve the energy, don't waste. Whatever minimum things are needed, we will use. And you keep your reserves in place and use this. The whole country solved this problem. Within a few months, again, economic started coming up. So this is the second reaction. We have the choice. So when you get the results will be according to your choice or may not be according to your choice. If it is according to your choice, what do? You will jump with joy and excitement. No? Or when you don't get the result of your choice, you are all depressed. No? So what Krishna says, at that time you use the freedom. Sukeshu vidataspruha, dukkeshu anudvignamana. So, shitoshta sukadukeshu samaha sangam vivaltitaha. That maintain that equanimity and don't get lost in excitement or in depression. So that is exercise. So maintaining equanimity is yoga, in karma yoga. So, what we have to do therefore, at the result, when the result comes, you have the freedom to maintain equanimity. This was a wonderful talk that was given by Swami Dayananda Saraswati, a great, fantastic personality of our country. And at the end of the lecture, he gets one of the persons and says, Swamiji, today first time I understood what is really karma yoga. And I understood it's all samatva, maintaining equanimity. And Swamiji, now I have a suggestion, that an advice from you I want. See, I have been a professor. I had done my PhD, I was a big professor, and I maintained my entire life with integrity, honesty and everything. And my wife has been telling that you are a fool. You know, in this modern life, to maintain this integrity and honesty, what has happened to you? Next year you are going to retire, how much pension is going to get, and the value of money is coming down, hardly we can make a normal life. But look at our neighbor. He has hardly completed his SSLC. And he went into business, he has made such huge money. He has got huge bank balance. And he has made golden briquettes and stored in his house, rolling in wealth. Look at his palatial building. So at least now you hear me. I have a plan. And what is the plan? She says, I have gone there and seen where the briquettes are kept in the almirah. I have seen how the almirahs can be opened. And that happens to be just across the wall. Our house is there, our thing is there, wall just by the side of that room. Therefore I have planned to dig a tunnel. And I have almost completed tunnel. Next few days, I am going to open up that tunnel, enter in the midnight, and open up the thing, and bring all the golden briquettes back into my house, and close the tunnel. And immediately early morning, we'll take these things and go away to Calcutta. So, this is what she has said. I don't want you to resist, because now at least you become practical. Instead of being idealistic and integrity and honesty. So, Swamiji, what should I do now? Now, having heard you, now I have understood that if I want to be a karma yoga, I have to maintain equanimity. So when we all go, already we have informed our owner that we are going to leave the house. Once we go early morning, 2 o'clock, and then we'll drive. Two things can happen. That we may all be caught and may be put into the prison. Or it may happen that nobody finds and we'll go to Calcutta and be a good life with all the comforts. There are two choices. So in both cases, now I understood that I have to maintain equanimity. If I want to be a karma yogi, what I have to do? Whether I go to prison or whether I go to Calcutta, a good palatial house, I should maintain equanimity. So I don't get depressed if I get caught and be in the prison. I don't suffer, I don't have dukkha, I will maintain equanimity. And when I go to Calcutta, I don't get excited like this. Am I right, Swamiji? And Swamiji asked. See, this is here at the time of result. But what is the eligibility criteria for karma yoga? You have to go the sattvic way. Whether what you have done in the beginning, is it right? Stealing, is it right? What is that? Belongs to Rajothamas. Scams, everything belongs to this category. So you have not fulfilled even the eligibility criteria to be karma yogi. So the first and the foremost to become the karma yogi is to maintain ethics, normalcy, sattva. Then comes the second level, the sufficient condition. So karma yoga has two dimensions. One is the eligibility criteria, another is the sufficiency criteria. So therefore, the sufficiency criteria is maintaining equanimity. But the eligibility criteria is you have to have sattvic action. Otherwise, many of the terrorists, they also maintain equanimity, objectivity. Can you call them as karma yogi? Wrong. Impossible. You have to do the good action. You have to do the actions which are good for the society. And you have the sattvic action. All that you have to do to move towards this. Then only you can come here. That is the secret of karma yoga. So, how to do that action? You must do all actions in detached way. How to do that detached way? Very easily said and done. So Krishna gives the trick. He says that you have to do actions in a very different way. First you have to understand that our life is not only action, action, action. There is a region of non-action. Karmano hyapi bodhavyam, bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha, akarmanascha bodhavyam, gahana karmano gatihi. It is said. You must know what is good action, you must know what is bad action. That alone will not suffice to solve such intricate challenges. There is akarma, akarmanascha bodhavyam. You must know what is non-action. When you look at your entire life, it's not only karma, 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 action, action, action. There is non-action. If you look at the whole life, probably 50% of our time spent in non-action, deep sleep. How much time we have spent in sleep, as children, as old people. Don't neglect this akarma. Akarma is very important. It helps us to charge our batteries. Imagine if you don't get good sleep in the night, good 6 hours, 8 hours sleep, what is going to happen? You become so miserable. So, akarma has to be emphasized. Because action develops a lot of stresses and tension. That's the nature. And you must compensate and then you must balance with non-action, with relaxation. If you don't do that, stresses will go up and it is going to hit you, that imbalance. So you have to bring that balance by having akarma. You must do the action and you must balance by akarma. Very important. Most of the modern executives and others do not understand this. So they are working and working and working and no respite. And if you say, please come and do yoga for 1 hour, half an hour, nice relaxation. No, I don't have time. 1 hour? Where do I have the time? If I had 1 hour, I would have earned another $1,000. That is the normal thing. Therefore Krishna says, don't be fool. You have to bring relaxation, otherwise you are going to get hit by the anxiety. Then the second secret is, not only you balance karma and akarma, you should be able to maintain akarma throughout your action. Karmani akarmayat pashe, yogastaha kuru karmani, he said. Maintain that inner equanimity, silence, peace in the inner layer of the mind and do all actions outside. It's a very special way of doing it. I call it as a dual mode operation. We all have 2 layers of the mind, the gross layer of the mind and the subtle layer of the mind. You are hearing it, but when you are hearing the topic, something deep inside, they will be bugging you. And, oh, my father was admitted in a hospital, my mother also was sick, and what is going to happen to them, whether my brother is taking care of them properly or not, whether the parents are going to get well or not. Inside something is bugging you and you are having worrying inside the mind. Outside you are doing your activities. It's all familiar with us. But Krishna says the inner layer of the mind, the subtle layer of the mind has to be completely cleansed, purified to maintain that inner equipoise, inner samatva, inner silence, inner peace, inner tranquility. Yogastaha kuru karmani. In karma, when you are doing action, there should be akarma inside. This is a very special way of doing it. So you do all actions, but you don't get stressed up. A stress-free condition. Because inner layer of the mind, you are always in that silence and do all activities. So not only that you must balance with karma and akarma, karma and akarma, the akarma should become the basis on which you do the action. A blissful awareness, silencing inside. Once you go on doing it, your inner layer of the mind will start getting purified more and more, and it will go into deep. You start seeing the karma in the so-called akarma. And in that silence also there are our obsessions, phobias, blocks, knots, karma sheshas are there, that all have to be cleansed in the inner layer of the mind. The deep-rooted stresses have to be removed. Sakashayam vijaniya, as it said. The kashaya inside has to be cleansed. And all the karmas that we have done over several decades, several lives, all have got impressed in those deeper layers of the mind. All that have to be cleansed. Then you become the master. Then the Karma Yoga as a mastery has got the complete mastery over the whole thing, and he is the Krishna Bhagavan, he is the Sri Rama, Agastya, Shankaracharya, all these people. They have the complete conquest of the whole world with all the powers that they need. And they are the people who establish Dharma in the society. And such is the spectrum of Karma Yoga. And where do we start? Shattering the tamas, controlling the rajas, and developing the sattva. How? By sharing, giving. One act of service every day. One good action. Write your diary, what you have to write. And spread this message of goodness. Let the goodness spread everywhere. Social media is there. Technology has come. And we have tremendous opportunity to spread everywhere. And spread the message of positivity. Spread the message of giving and sharing and tyaga and seva. And you will find that the society will grow. You will grow in the whole encounter. And learn to do actions in that inner silence. A calm mind, a silent mind, doing the actions. And this is the secret that Krishna gives. So let us contemplate on this. Sit tight with the eyes closed. Relax all parts of the body from toes to head. Beautiful smile on the face. Maintaining a smile on the face in all our actions is Karma Yoga. Scan your lives. How much of tamas, rajas and sattva we have. Make a resolve. I am going to shatter the tamas, control the rajas and promote sattva in my life. We have got a beautiful instrument called VPI, Vedic Personality Inventory. You can just fill up that questionnaire. You must know how much of tamas, rajas, sattva we have. 50% tamas, 40% rajas, 10% only is my sattva. I work on that. In one semester, I will increase my sattva to 30, rajas 30, remaining 40 is only tamas. That's the way to go about. Learn to work with no anxiety, no tension, no attachment, to maintain equanimity, calmness of the mind. That's the process of growth which we all have to do. Come to Namaskar Mudra.